Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another episode of Sea Salt Snippets. Today for you guys, we've got some spicy topics to talk about, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So first off for today, within the Dengeki PlayStation interview, Tetsuya Nomura confirmed that there is going to be no skippable worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3, and the order in which we visit worlds in the game is apparently mostly fixed. So this is actually some cool news. First of all, this tells us that all of the worlds that we will be coming across in the game will be necessary, and yes, we will not be able to skip them. Now, this is a little different for previous Kingdom Hearts titles when we specifically look at Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. In Kingdom Hearts 1, you could of course skip 100 Acre Wood, just as you could in Kingdom Hearts 2. Not only that, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, you could skip either Atlantica, Halloween Town, or Monstro, depending on which path of the world map you take. Now, you could only skip one of these three worlds, but all in all, you could actually skip an entire world. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you could skip Atlantica, as well as, like I said, the 100 Acre Woods. You could also skip Pride Lands as well, which again is an entire world. I believe the skip for Pride Lands is only with the second visit though, but still, you could actually skip out on a lot of content within both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. So this time around, it seems that Nomura actually wants you to experience all that there is, which is good and makes a lot of sense. Obviously, Square Enix are putting in a lot of hard work and effort into this game, and they don't want a lot of that work to go unseen. This definitely does make me happy, because to me this screams that all worlds are obviously going to be necessary in Kingdom Hearts 3, but this also screams to me that there's going to be no unnecessary worlds in the game. I think the most unnecessary world that we'll probably end up seeing in KH3 will likely be the 100 Acre Woods, but it would actually be cool to see a relevant and main sort of plot put into the 100 Acre Woods that actually ties to the main story of Kingdom Hearts, to make it so that the 100 Acre Woods actually plays a more important role in the story. Generally, the 100 Acre Wood is always like a sort of side story, it's self-contained, and like I said, you know, you can skip it, so it's not necessary to the story in itself. And also, the world order is mostly fixed for Kingdom Hearts 3. This means that there is an in-placed world order that we have to abide by. This will most likely work the same way as it's worked in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, where we're given our first set of worlds. We can choose what worlds we want to go to within that sort of first set, but it's not until we finish that first set where we unlock another set. Next up, within the Game Informer interview, Tetsuya Nomura was asked what is he most looking forward to in Kingdom Hearts 3. A pretty solid question, but in response we got an even more solid answer. Tetsuya Nomura said, "There are so many great things to see that it's really difficult to say just one thing. I think what we've done as an action game with the combat mechanics is just really great, and the story is a culmination of the past decade and more. Of course, there are a lot of surprises that are even greater than Aqua's surprise in the Frozen trailer, but I think I just want to say that the last battle in the game is something I want everyone to see, as well as this new original location that I've really wanted to create for a long time now. If I had to say just one though, it'd be the last battle." So like I said, a pretty interesting response. This man is going all in. I mean, the game is not even out yet, and we're already getting like little sort of drops towards the final battle and like the end of the game. This is just, it's too much. But the final battle is most certainly, I think, what a lot of us are really most looking forward to. There's so many different aspects when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3 that are really, really exciting. The returning characters, the new graphics, all of the new worlds, the new combat mechanics. But among all of those, exactly how will Kingdom Hearts 3 conclude itself? Now, this wouldn't actually be the very first time that Tetsuya Nomura has actually talked about the very final battle of Kingdom Hearts 3. Earlier this year, he actually got onto the topic of exactly this and mentioned that there is a new original location, and within this interview, some of the developers made comments like, "You will be able to do anything, and it will be a compilation of everything up until now," which is some absolutely wild hints towards whatever the hell this could be. But to me, this personally screams Kingdom Hearts, going to the actual world of Kingdom Hearts. We were talking about this not too long ago, but we don't know really too much about Kingdom Hearts and whether or not it is a physical location you can actually go to. And even if it is a physical location, what kind of environment would it be host for? Kingdom Hearts is like the heart of all worlds, so what if it was like made up of all of the different things and worlds and places that we've been to, as a complete compilation. Just something wild, just something absolutely crazy. Tetsuya Nomura did mention earlier this year that this place that he has wanted to create for such a long time stems back to as far as the Final Fantasy VII days, so this idea, Tetsuya Nomura's had it for quite some time, even prior to that of Kingdom Hearts. But aside from the brand new original location that will be the center stage for the very final battle of the game, the conclusion in itself is what has a lot of people very curious and quite excited, and also sort of scared at the same time. We already know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the most emotional and darkest entry into the series so far, and that Tetsuya Nomura has already said, look, if you guys are surprised by the Aqua reveal, trust me, the rest of the stuff that is like in this game is going to take you by surprise. I think Nomura was very surprised by the reaction towards Aqua, but I think he is also extra worried towards the other stuff that we will come across in Kingdom Hearts 3, because with how he's been teasing very recently, he's basically saying that the Aqua stuff is just essentially scraping the layer of surprising things to come. I do honestly believe that at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, we will end up losing a character, if not characters. I think at this point, when you look towards the Wayfinder trio, any of those three have a pretty good chance towards actually perishing, as much as I hate to say it, aside from this joker over here. We also know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of the Xehanort saga, which means in some shape or form, Xehanort will perish. Whether or not he will entirely perish at the end of the game, though, is like sort of up in the air. You guys know the normal Kingdom Hearts BS stuff. His soul could go elsewhere, his heart could go elsewhere, his heart might be destroyed, but his body might remain. There's all sorts of different possibilities that could happen here. I think ultimately we also want to know what happens to Sora as well. We are assuming that Sora will be successful, but I think that's what Nomura wants us to think. I feel as if there are definitely going to be some plot twists here that are going to make us end up pulling our hairs out. Also, the final battle, like, is it going to include all 13 Seekers of Darkness and 7 Guardians of Light at the exact same time, or are the battles going to be individual, where there's only a few of the Guardians of Light versing the Seekers of Darkness, or vice versa? I think what I'm most excited for, though, is exactly seeing where the final battle, or the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, will leave Kingdom Hearts for the future, where it remains and where it can go forward from. And last off for today, we have some interesting Toy Story history when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. This information is coming out of the multiplayer interview with Tetsuya Nomura. The first thing that was asked was, Toy Story has finally arrived in Kingdom Hearts 3, but materials related to the Pixar movie were found in the first Kingdom Hearts design documents and in the Kingdom Hearts 2 code. Can you tell us why it wasn't included back then? Nomura said, I have always wanted Toy Story in Kingdom Hearts, and even as we were making the first game, I was hoping to include a world based on a Pixar film. So I asked our staff to prepare something in the event that we managed to get approval from Disney. Unfortunately, we were not given the opportunity, and these ideas never went into production. Multiplayer continued to ask, was it because of the relationship between Disney and Pixar at the time? Nomura said since they were found in the code, people believed Toy Story was originally included but got cut during development. But that's actually not the case. We just prepared those assets so that we could present them to Disney and see if it was possible to create something with them. However, we were immediately told that we couldn't use those properties without being provided with any specific reasons. Now, the Toy Story history has been a long-running thing for Kingdom Hearts, ever since the very first Kingdom Hearts game. Now, I've talked about this in the past with Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. When we look at Kingdom Hearts 1 in the original design documents for the game, there can actually be seen a world icon for a Toy Story world. This is the design document that multiplayer are referring to when asking Tetsuya Nomura the question. Not only that, but within Kingdom Hearts 2, within the code of the game, there are actually untextured models of both Woody and Buzz, which led a lot of us to believe for many, many years that both of these characters were originally planned to be in the game, but ended up getting scrapped for whatever particular reason, and that these would be summons for Kingdom Hearts 2. Both of these things only exist as concepts to show Disney in order to get the approval, and unfortunately that never happened. In case you guys don't know, around the time of Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 2, both Disney and Pixar were having a bit of tension, and that their partnership contract was actually coming to an end. It wasn't until late 2005 where Disney decided to pick up Pixar as a permanent brand to the Disney family. I think what's really peculiar about this information, though, is the fact that the models for both Woody and Buzz remain in Kingdom Hearts 2's game files, even though Square Enix didn't actually get the proper permission in order to use those properties. I'm sure that both Disney and Pixar don't care at all. I mean, technically, these properties aren't actually in the game. They are in the game's files, but not in the game itself. However, guys, that's all for today's news and information. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Otherwise, guys, I'm Cynical. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.